Maybe she's in love with my hot rod. It's my big V8 that really gets her off.
Special thanks to industry leaders, Parts Canada, and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Metzler ME 880 Marathon. Deeley Harley-Davidson Canada. This week on Biker TV, we're back in Vancouver with our buddy Terry Ray at the Trev Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition. We're heading to North Bay for Biker TV's Ride of the Week with the Nippissing Harley Owners Group. But first, what number plate will Michael Leon bring home on his Royal Distributing Ducati?
This bike is state-of-the-art in braking. Ducati used the best component of all the motorcycle manufacturing, as in Brembo brake, very lightweight wheel, Machassini, and even those wheels are a very special alloy and super light. The frame is a chrome moly frame, so we're lucky enough to be able to drive or to own this kind of bike because they are state-of-the-art. And over the year I find out quite a few little tricks to modify the engine and give it more power, and we're having great success so far.
So the situation going into the second race is that I'm leading the championship of the heavyweight sportsman class, which is a division, a class for twin cylinder motorcycles and 4-cylinder motorcycles that are 10 years and older. So I'm leading that class by 17 points because I won the heat race yesterday and gained an additional point. And a win allots 25 points, a second place is 20, third I think is 15, and goes down the line. So if my closest competitor, Jim Prue, who's riding a Yamaha R1, if he wins a race, he'll get 25 points. And in order to retain my championship lead, I have to gain at least 8 points. So that means regardless of where Jim finishes, or let's say if he wins, I need to finish at least 5th or 6th or better. So I have a pretty good shot at doing that. I've been able to, in this class, out of the 5 races this season, I've won 4 of them. And in the other one, I finished 3rd. So I got a pretty good shot at doing so. But it just comes down to feeling of wanting to win versus trying to be safe, play it safe, and maybe finish 2nd or 3rd and win the championship.
So desmodronic system mean no valve spring. So it's one walker to open the valve and another walker to close the valve. So therefore is no valve float, and cam can be designed in a very drastic way. And the engine itself doesn't really have a red line because of that system. That system has been Ducati trademark for over 50 years. And every single Ducati built till now all wear that system. Desmodromic came from the Greek word in positive, as in positive action for valve actuation. And I've been a fan of this system, and I come out with a little invention as well to make that system even better.
You give all the support you can, and you're happy when he's winning. And he's been doing it for such a long time now, quite a few years. And we try and come up to all the races that we can and see him. And he enjoys it very much. I came up today with my husband, Michael's dad, and grandchildren. Michael has 2 daughters, one 8, Jamie and Jaden 4, and his wife Jennifer, and they're very good support too. I just kind of go with the flow and I get right into it, and sometimes, to be truthful, when he's going around there, I'm just saying to myself, stay up, stay up, stay up, and I just want him to get in there and give it his all.
After the break, what number plate will Michael Leon bring home on his Royal Distributing Ducati?
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Closed captioning by Hogtunes. Audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Feeling pretty good. I'm very, I guess, content. It's funny. It's funny because in order to go out and race and compete, you kind of have to try to make yourself believe that you're going to win. You kind of have to go into it believing, because if you don't believe it, no one's going to believe it for you. And then when you actually do it, you feel more relief that you were right and that you didn't fail, rather than ultimate joy right away. And then after the next couple of days, it kind of sets in and you get to enjoy it a little more. So right now I'm just relieved that it's done, and that I was successful, and that I was able to escape with still a pretty looking motorcycle, and we won the championship.
I'm very, very proud and also relieved. Another season over. But no, I'm very, very proud of Michael. I love the racetrack. I love racing. And I always believed, you know, if this is something that Michael wants, you just have to support it. And it's fun for the whole family. During the race, I'm always listening, making sure, you know, there's no crashes. And it's really, really, you know, it's very stressful, especially with the girls around, but it's something that it's just part of our relationship.
Going into this year, our focus was going to be Superbike, and we were going to do these 2 support classes just as extra track time and try to earn some tire money. And the Superbike route didn't work that well for us. We finished 4th in the first event, but since then we haven't had much success. So I think we're going to try to gear up next year to build a little more competitive Superbike. We had some handling issues, we have some bike issues to resolve, and next year I think we'll come out and try to do the same thing in Superbike, although it's much more competitive and the machinery is better and the riders are national caliber guys, but we'll see what we can do.
I'm super excited and I'm almost speechless. This is our first year as being me and my wife Janet, being the owner of the bike and the owner of the team, with great help of course, our major sponsor, Royal Distributing. And we're so excited, like having 2 championships out of 3, and definitely looking forward next year for the major Superbike championship.
I'm really proud. It's been a long season, there's a few setbacks, but now they're right back on track. To win like this year and to finish the season is great.
Absolutely. It's got to be a very proud moment.
Yes, it is.
It's a good feeling to end the season with 2 championships, and you know, it's I couldn't be any happier.
Thank you to Michael to make it happen.
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for all your support all season, to me and Janet and Carlos, and my family, Mom, Dad, and Jennifer, and the kids, and Dave and Louise for coming every round. Thank you to everybody. It's a good year. And, cheers.
Cheers.
Stay tuned for the Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, the authentic motorcycle jeans. Bikertv rides safe in Dragon Jeans. Dragon Jeans. What's covering your butt?
Well, Francis Barnett basically is the very first motorcycle that I ever rode. Only it wasn't quite like this. It was more of a step through with pedal assist on it. Well, now you got the Triumph Bonneville in the model that it's now. This is the Thruxton, and the Thruxton tank. This is the advent of the cafe racers, and you could buy a lot of this stuff that went on here as accessories. There's accessory manufacturers everywhere, and this is what, when you had the mods and the rockers, one bunch rode the scooters, and the other bunch rode the cafe racers. And this is where the advent of what they called the Ton Up Club. In order to belong to it, you had to be able to go over 100 miles an hour with your bike. And they were a pretty rough-looking bunch of guys that rode these things. It's a Royal Enfield, a 1965 model. Now, when they went bankrupt, all the tool and dies were bought up and taken to India, where they continued manufacture of them. And even today, any of the Royal Enfields that are available on the market today come out of India. There is now another dealership selling these, a distributorship in Edmonton, Alberta. But they're pretty modern. They've got disc brakes and fuel injection and everything else, and finally turn signals, making them legal in Canada. So now we have a vertical twin, or what they call a parallel twin. It's an aerial, but again, they've still got that old style twin motor in there, and everybody was making these things because they were popular and everybody wanted them. They ran smooth, and it wasn't until a little later when the people realized that there were more bikes coming on the market that were going to kill this motor very quickly. The Speed Twin, which had been a 500, now gets bored and stroked. It's now a 650, and they call it the Tiger 110. I don't think there were too many people around who didn't own one of these at one time or another. When you talk to the old timers about bikes, a lot of them revert back to talking about the Ariel Square 4 and what a great bike it was. It was actually not that good a bike. Like anything else, memory gets clouded a bit. But the same fellow designed this, who designed the vertical, the Speed Twin Triumph, Edward Turner. And this was not all that successful. The rear cylinders, of course, wore out before the front ones because it wasn't getting the cooling. You virtually you can't do anything to them. You can't destroy them. They just run forever. And it's just, in the Far East, every mode of transportation over there reverts back to these Hondas. They're everywhere, and I understand they made millions of them. In 1957, Trev brings over 2 new motorcycles and gets a couple of his friends to come down and road test them. And they were called Hondas. And he's the first importer of Hondas in the English-speaking world in 1957.
After the break, it's North Bay or bust.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Welcome back to Biker TV. Today we'll be cruising some beautiful Northern Ontario roads with our friends the Nippissing Hog Chapter. So let's get rolling. Where we're going?
Yes, we do.
And who's riding up front in front of me? Because don't give me directions and expect me to get you there.
Young fella there with all the hair. You know what you're riding today?
Yeah. I'm riding the Rice Rocket today.
Oh, where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I covered up the Harley stuff on my gloves.
Well, that's good.
Don't tell anybody I'm riding the Ricer today.
Well, don't forget.
No, it'll be fun.
Don't forget we've got speed limits around here.
I chose the fun bike. Oh, I never speed.
Oh, neither do I.
Never, ever, ever.
Right.
Never, ever. Last time I was in this neck of the woods, I rode up to do the bikers reunion with my buddy Barry Pippin. You guys are Nippissing Chapter Hog.
Yeah, and Freedom Rider.
Freedom Rider. What's Freedom Rider?
That's just another club.
Just another club?
Yeah.
All right. What are you riding today?
Oh, this Heritage Soft Deck.
Ah, nice. Very nice. You weren't making fun of me for riding the crotch rocket, were you?
No. Everybody's allowed to drive.
Two wheels is.
Yeah.
Bike's a bike.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes last 2 weeks of May right through to first week of October.
Oh, that's not bad.
And if you're brave enough, you can go into November.
Well, all right. Well, thanks so much for leading me around today, because I'd be lost. Yeah. Everybody always says, oh, you're riding up front.
Well,
no, man, I'm following him.
Me, I've been riding for 56 years.
Oh, really?
I turned 70.
Wow.
I'm still riding.
Yeah, well, I know. I was following you.
Yeah, was I doing all right?
Fantastic.
Good.
Very good.
I rode my own bikes for years, and I rode for the OPP for 14, 15 years.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm still riding.
Oh, very nice.
Good.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Seem to be enjoying it.
I love it. But this place has been here for a long time. This part of the building here, just that section, that's been here since the early 1900s, late 1800s.
Oh, yeah?
It used to deal in furs and stuff.
And booze.
Well, it is now, yeah.
LCBO.
But the original name is the Trapper Trading Post.
Right.
you? Did you think that I would? Did you think?
You haven't lived until you've ridden Northern Ontario. Sweet roads, beautiful scenery, and great people. Next week on Biker TV, we're riding to the beautiful Bay of Fundy for Atlantic Canada's 5-day motorcycle festival, Atlanticade. Special thanks to Biker Coffee, made by bikers for bikers. The Motorcycle Ride for Dad, fighting prostate cancer Canada-wide. Royal Distributing. Check out the new store in Whitby, Ontario.
Well, baby, she's in love with my